group of Ethiopia. The Oromo people have immense tangible and intangible heritage which have been created over centuries in the interactions of the people with natural and social environments and which stand as the manifestations of the identity of the people. The Oromo people share common language, history, and a descent and once shared common political, religious, and legal institutions. What makes the region even more special is that these cultural and natural resources are managed within an ancient traditional governance system, the Gadaa system, which is rich in democratic principles and with its roots and spread throughout the Oromo area. The Gadaa system is a time-honored age and a generation-set system practiced among the Oromo people who regarded the system as their common heritage and as one of their major identity makers. The Gadaa is crucial organizing structure among the Oromo people and its social, political, ritual, and legal aspects provides the framework for order and the meaning of life. The Oromo recognized the Gadaa system as part of their cultural heritage and as a contemporary system of governance that functions in concert with the modern state system. The system has long been practiced by the Borana Oromo. The political participation is open to all Borana. Decisions are taken under the guidance of the ritual leaders, the Abagada, and the councillors of Oromo philosophy, art, and the calendar are based on the Gadaa as an expression of Oromo civilization. This begins when sons join the system as members of the Gadaa class, generation class or set. 40 years after their fathers and continues pass from one Gadaa grade to the next every 8 years. The class forms its own internal officials, Adula Hayus in Oromo, and its own assembly, Ya. Regarding person with special responsibilities, the Abagada, the elected chairman of the class leadership, presides over the assembly. The Gadaa men, the Yubas, the retired Gada's duties also include transferring knowledge and the skills associated with the function of the democratic Gadaa system to the members of succeeding grades. The laws, norms, values, and ideals of the Gadaa system are compatible with existing international human rights instruments.
Godaan ujjir. Godaannan bariisan qubanne. Yoo bariisan qubanna horma qalladuu. Horma kun kaabaa gadaati. Horma garbii jedhan.
When the Abagada is the Gadaa ceremonial ground called Garbi Korma, the Abagada and his entire party members rotate around a tree called Garbi 3 times with a bow. When they rotate, they wish the successful completion of their Gadaa ceremonial and bless each other's.
Accordingly, the current Abagada of Borana, Kura Jarso, who is on the second year of his Gadaa term, has this responsibility of traveling to more than 92 Gadaa sites found in Borana and the Guji zones. The Gadaa journey made to Ardajilas by Gadaa party on power consists of many Gadaa ceremonies such as Gubisa Dabele, which means mentoring the young males who are found in the Dabele Gadaa grade. Dabele is the first of all grades and it's always occupied by a class of people sharing a common identity by virtue of the fact that they are all the sons of the Gadaa class who are in power as leaders of Borana society as a whole. The Dabele stand out in Borana society because of their striking hairstyle known as kudur. This ceremony is the ceremony made between the current Gadaa leaders and those found on the Dabele Gadaa grade, young sons whose age is between 1 to 8 years. It is a ceremony organized to give some short time mentor for the young sons. As the Oblo Gadaa ceremonial ground, a cow is slaughtered and its meat is eaten by all the Gadaa ceremony participants.
As we have finished the ceremony made at this place, we have to pass to the next Gadaa ceremonial ground. Now we are moving to Gadaa ceremonial ground called Ardajila Oblo to carry out the ceremony called Kubbisa de Belle.
The major reason why this Gadaa journey to Ardajilas is made is to help the Gadaa leaders accept the comment and the criticism from the people on the last 2 years of Gadaa power. Due to this, Abagada have to travel over all the Gadaa ceremonial grounds, Ardajila, to talk with the representatives, all social parts of the Borana people. After the restoration of Borana Gadaa, the Borana is now found on its 17th first Gadaa round, the Gadaa of Kurajarso. Kurajarso is the 17th first Borana Gadaa father. The first Abba Gadaa of Borana after the restoration of the Borana Gadaa system was Gadaa Ugelgelo. 2 years have passed since Abba Gadaa Kurajarso took Gadaa power. That is why he is making this Gadaa journey.
galmi qardamna gballi fune kan sade hama male ami moyo amman tanakhana jila libani gallala khanam.
Once they finish the Gadaa ceremony taking place at the place called Garbi, the Gadaa sacrifices the bull and eat all the meat and bless the country, bless the nature, bless the young and elder, and prepare themselves to the next Gadaa event.
When they are finished rotating the tree, only the Abba Gadaa stays on his horse, and the other Gadaa fathers and the councillors of the Gadaa make the Gadaa ceremony.
Aadaan wal dura duubaan attaasiftuu jira. Horm kana donqallee duraan sadi muqaammaran. Sadi khayums sette sadi muqaammar.
As our Gadaa system orders us, we have to rotate around these cultural Gadaa ground centers by the tree before making any Gadaa ceremonies here. During the rotation, we bless our Gadaa and pray to the Waka God to make our Gadaa ceremony successful. After they have finished the ceremony done at the place called Garbi and sacrificed the bull, they start traveling to the next Gadaa ceremonial ground.
The first Borana Oromo Gadaa conference, is the session made at Ardajala, Gadaa ceremonial ground called Arda Badasa. The Borana moves to the next Gadaa sites from Arda Badasa to the Gadaa ceremonial ground called Harodimtu. The Borana have more than 92 cultural Gadaa ceremonial grounds or Ardajilas Nafanaramo. When such Gadaa ceremonies take place, the Borana passes through all the Gadaa ceremonial grounds. Now a Gadaa of the Borana Kurajarso reaches the place called Harodimtu. We slaughter a bull called Korma Garbi Nafanoramo. It is a bull sacrificed under the Gadaa tree called Garbi. Abba Gadaa Kurajarso has the responsibility to do it. The Gadaa councillors or Yuba who passed through Gadaa power previously have the responsibility to travel with Abba Gadaa and lead the event orderly. When they finish the event here, they put down their stick in order of their age. These Gadaa fathers are those finished their Gadaa period before 3 years. And they are serving as the political advisors of the current Abba Gadaa. The Gadaa councillors must pass through a rigorous training for years about the laws and the customs of Borana and the wisdom of leading a society before they take the position of authority in Gadaa.
The Gadaa system is led by Abba Gadaa, Gadaa father. Abba Gadaa, Gadaa father leads the system for 8 years, being with his accompanying members of the Gadaa party. After concluding his term of 8 years, the Abba Gadaa transferred the Gadaa power to the next Gadaa party. According to Gadaa system of Borana Oromo, the Abba Gadaa on power has the obligation to travel across the Borana land and visit all existing Ardajilas or ceremonial grounds for various Gadaa activities. The reason why the old milk giving cow is sacrificed is that the white milk represents the truthfulness of the Gadaa system, and it is said that the Gadaa must be clear and shining at the cow's milk. And the reason why it becomes old is to wish all Oromo to live long years.
After they have finished the ceremony done at the place called Garbi and sacrificed the bull, they start traveling to the next Gadaa ceremonial ground. Fathers of the sons that are currently found in the Kusa or Rabadori Gadaa Great make the election campaign for their sons by reminding their contribution and their good work while they were on the Gadaa power. These Dori grades, where males are expected to have sons and could start procreating so as to acquire the aspired and respected status of fatherhood, crucial and responsible household head. The Doromites, the phase when they were planning to take power in the next Gadaa parade. It's a very remarkable stage where the Doris gain arts of leadership and the philosophy. The Gadaa system distributes power across generations and down to community members and creates a stronger link between successive generations. That's why the Gadaa system is praised for its strong political power structures. When the current Gadaa class finish the Gadaa period, they become Yuba elders. The most important responsibility of retired Gadaa class Yuba is to oversee the ceremonial activities of the Gadaa in power.
The Gadaa orders us to keep all the Gadaa responsibilities as it was in the past. Nothing have to be changed when the Gadaa power passes from one Gadaa party to the other. We have the responsibility to check up this whether it is intact or changed.
According to this father, the Borana never complains on any decision made by the Yuba. The Yuba still takes over advisory function and act as a mediator, ritual experts, and the peacemakers. They have the responsibility to set the rules over the upcoming Gadaa, those currently making campaign to hold Gadaa power in the next Gadaa.
Warramma ilmaan isaanii ganaa adula ta'an kaam warri gammee ijoollee ilmaan liiban jaldeessaa ta'a adooles dabre nyaachis nyaate.
The Gadaa father announces the Gadaa candidates that received the Gadaa power after our Gadaa. Those you are seeing making the election campaign are the sons of the previous Gadaa. This campaign continues on all sides of the current Gadaa Jila ceremony to address all Borana people. The fathers who were on the Gadaa power previously have to promote their sons to make him the Gadaa leader, Abba Gadaa, by what they have done for the people in terms of promoting and conserving the Gadaa system and the Oromo identity and cultures.
Next to this ceremony, the Gadaa travels to Gadaa ceremonial ground called Podella and Madari, where the numbers of the Gadaa candidates are decreased by the Yuba Gadaa advisors.
Oromummaan barmiidhagummaadha adaasaa baaruun waan guddaa kokasaa ibsuun namummaa